Hello, hello, hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills, and he helps me paint the backgrounds with the hand-over-hand method, and then I paint the rest. So thank you for being on the journey with us. I share a lot about my emotions, a lot about his emotions, and everything in between. And so that is pretty much us. us. I paint a lot of flowers, but tonight, unless something changes, I'm not painting flowers. I am painting a cross and angel wings, but I'm just kind of giving it this extra little background flair to it, just so it kind of shines a little bit differently when lights on it and different things. Probably doesn't show up too much on there since it's a lot of blue, but that's what I'm kind of doing here. And then I am going to put some of my little wings on there, which will probably mix with the blue since I'm not letting it dry, but that's okay because we're gonna kind of mix and match here just a little. I'm gonna do the angel wings and then a cross in between, and then come back and kind of add some fluff and stuff to this. That's what I'm telling myself, at least. Basically, with the wing, I'm just kind of doing a, this is just the background because I'm going to do the fluff and stuff. That is the technical term to what I'm doing. I am trying to get them similar in size, but honestly, you know, whose wings are that similar, right? Right? Whose wings are that similar? At least that's just my idea. So today is Thanksgiving, and I have to say it's an emotional journey. It's an emotional journey for many reasons. You know, Owen doesn't understand holidays to the extent of what, you know, why they are truly holidays. He knows that they pretty much interrupt his school and that is hard for him because he would rather be in school with routine, with everything. So, it's he did good, but it's just emotional. It's hard when he asks me literally 500, 1,000 times what he's doing over the next few days. And it's hard. It's hard to know how to get your child to stop a particular behavior, to adjust a particular behavior, to let the behavior go, to. We weren't all born to be, exactly what we go through training, we go through time, we go through things, and I wasn't born knowing how to stop a behavior, stop a repetitive behavior, or change a repetitive behavior. And when he doesn't respond to a lot of the methods, it's even harder because that's one of the things you just don't really know. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Right before I started this, I told her to cancel that alarm. You heard how good that went over, right? But Owen doesn't understand, that he's repeating something or that he's doing something. And even with, the support, the doctors, the therapists, the different people that we have, that's still a hard thing for him. Like I said, I don't always know how to help him or answer the questions or get him to move forward on his words, his actions, my words, my actions. And that's hard to me because I can tell, it brings on more strife for him, more emotions for him, more, feelings. And then some of it's the fact that he wants to have those communication skills and he doesn't know exactly how to respond to something, and I don't know exactly how to respond to something. And it's emotional. That's my baby, and I want to do everything I can possibly do to help him, and yet I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers, and it's hard when you talk to a doctor, you talk to a therapist, and they tell you that you're doing the best you can with them, and it's mind-boggling because I want to be able to talk with my son and him be calmer, him not worried about the tomorrow. And I, work with him on breathing exercises, and I work with him on, different types of techniques, and we go through all the things that I can think of that might help him with something. But again, I don't always have the answers. I don't always have the way to respond to him or get him to, work through an emotion. And it's so hard. He, I'm just processing it all because he doesn't know, why he has to not go to school. And so he's trying so hard to work it through. And he knows that Monday he gets to go back to school. He gets to ride the bus again. He gets to do all his favorite things again on Monday. And why would you not want to do all your favorite things? Why would you not want to do what you could, you know? I don't blame him. But there's not a there's not an off switch for either one of us, for my emotions, for his emotions. And he will literally ask about school, about his family, about when we're doing something, when, you know, what's on Tuesday, what's on Wednesday, what's on Thursday. And this morning, as we were waiting to go to my parents' house, he kept saying he loves working on my mom's computer, and he likes time with his grandma, and you know, I loved time with my grandma. So he always, on Saturdays, they have their time and they do stuff. They go driving around, or he can find things. He's amazing. He can find things on Google Earth that I just didn't even know were in this area, and they drive to it, or I will drive him. And but he gets so anxious about different things. And right now, he recently got over rain. Rain was one of the things that caused huge meltdowns for him for years and years and years and years. And so now rain is no longer causing this huge meltdown. But it's still hard, you know, depending on the day. But back to when we were, I lose track if you hadn't noticed. Back to when we were going to my mom's for Thanksgiving. He wanted to have his Saturday. He wanted me to go bye-bye and to have all the things, the events that he normally does with her on Saturday. So even though he knows that it's Thursday did not go according to plan, because Thursday he is supposed to go to his therapy, and he didn't go to any of his therapy because today is Thanksgiving. Excuse me. Well, that's hard, and he did great, but now he wants to know when he's going to grandma's again. So tomorrow he wants to basically just skip through. And I finally convinced him that we could do something tomorrow. We could go bowling. We could go to the park if the weather was nice. We could do all the different things. But again, that's hard for him. Oh, I didn't want to do that much right there. He, because he doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand that there's still so many other opportunities to do things. So that's what I have to work on. That's what I have to get him to understand, that we can still do lots of other things. So he went to my mom's, and I went out for a little bit to pick up some extra food, some different things. And he was happy as a lamb, or clam, or clam, lark. Maybe it's lark. I don't know. I'm the world's worst with all the see, I can't even tell you what they are. Sayings, phrases, you know, all of that stuff. I'm terrible. But he then, was working on her computer and doing different things with her, but he kept thinking that they were going to go do stuff. And so that completely, even though he was happy, it wasn't his Saturday. And so we enjoyed it. He didn't really want to eat the lunch, which didn't surprise me because he wanted to do his activities, and which does not include eating a turkey dinner on, at the table with me and grandma, grandpa, etc., etc. So, he sat there with us for a few minutes. I had him, still eat what he did, and he did pretty good, but he wanted to go do his stuff, and he started screaming about it. And you want to prevent the meltdown, especially when you're just trying to eat, you're just trying to get through the moments in time. So he is at his grandma's house, and he is talking about being with grandma on Saturday. He's there, right? Talking about it right then. But he can't process that moment in time. Like, he can't process the fact that he's there. He should be having as much fun right then. But he wants to focus on being back there on Saturday. But when he goes on Saturdays, he is trying to focus on going to church the next day so that he can get back to his routine. And he's always one step ahead of his time frame. So we're trying to get him to focus on the moment, breathe through the day, and be happy about where he is and what he's doing. And teaching him to kind of relax, breathe, think through all of the moments. Well, I mean, like I said, I wasn't born knowing how to help him go through all of this. I try to focus on it. I try to think about it. I try to figure out new ways to help him. But it's hard, because your child is standing there screaming at you, and all I can think of is, okay, here's your tablet, but it's not what he wants. That still doesn't answer his question. That still doesn't move him forward. So it's a matter of figuring out how to get him to accept what we're talking about, what we're doing. Oh, that was the wrong direction. What we're thinking about, all of that. And that's hard. It's hard. But he's getting there. He's getting there. And it's as much about me learning how to deal with it, how to learn through it, and make sure that he knows he is fine, and that even though it's hard and I don't always have the answers, or he is confused about something, or it's just plain difficult, we can work through it. We can, adjust in the moments, figure it out, and work through it together. And that's the key, is, like I said, I don't always have the answers. I don't always know the right things to say or do or be. But I have the love. I have the love for my child. But it's hard. It's hard knowing that every holiday is hard on my son. I want him to be able to relax in these moments and just have fun, enjoy dinner, enjoy what we're eating, or enjoy, that we're all together. I asked him today, I'm trying to get him to understand that we are thankful for our friends and people in church and just all our family and just all the things. We are happy with these different things, and that we can tell people that we are thankful for them, and we can support people and just be a part of all of it. So I will tell him, I'm thankful for this friend, I'm thankful for my mom, thankful for, my family, these people. And he's told me a lot of different people that he is thankful for. And then today I was asking him to name 3 things that he was thankful for. And he is thankful for his robot and now I'm going to forget what the first one is, and roller coaster, and I can't remember what I wrote it down because see I have a bad memory. I wish I could remember it'll come to me. But he gets it, he gets those are things that he loves. But then I asked him to name 3 more things, and he said bagels. I wrote it down. You're just gonna have to read my daily report because I wrote it down. Bagels. See, I always joke that I take my thyroid medicine to make sure that I can take my thyroid medicine, that I remember to take my thyroid medicine, because it's sad how much my brain just skips a beat. But he was thankful, and he's getting it. He's totally getting what thankfulness means. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for him starting to understand, and I'm hoping that will get us through these repetitive behaviors, get us through, being like on edge, him just so upset that he's not in his routine, his daily routine, that he can have fun. That's what I'm truly hoping for, is that he can enjoy life and enjoy these moments. And I'm praying all the time that I get the strength, I get the knowledge to help him through it, because that's hard. It's hard. It's hard not to know how to help your child, how to get them through a moment, Now, let's see if I can do this. I'm almost scared to do it. But I want to, my brother, see, I gotta breathe. I shake when I do fine detail. Yay! My brother passed away in 2021, and that is an emotional kind of journey still for me. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but Owen, he loved his Uncle Richard, and he, days like today, he talks about him a lot. And he asked to go to Uncle Richard's house, which it too far away to even drive right now. On a 1-day holiday, and driving someplace is really hard for Owen anyways. So I think that's kind of where this is coming from, with what I wanted to do tonight. Just thinking about my brother again on a holiday he's not here. You know, I think about my son and I think about my brother, and some of those moments, I wish I could do more to help Owen kind of realize that it's going to be okay. He may not be in school today, but he can still have fun. He wants to go bowling or do something tomorrow. I convinced him that he could go do something tomorrow, and he wants to go. At this point, he says he wants to go. And I'm very excited about that because it takes so much for him to want to go places. And that's the journey, And I think about my brother, and he was on the go so much. But it's holidays that you spend with your loved ones. And I miss that. And so I keep praying that I can teach Owen and share so much with him that it will help him get through these repetitive days where today he was with his grandma, but he's so into the routine of life, he doesn't understand how to get past it, and I don't understand how to help him get past it, that he couldn't focus on the happiness of today. And so that's what I keep praying, is that I can just get that for him, get him to understand what it's all about. And I miss my brother. And I hope that our journey helps somebody else. Whether it's a journey through grief or through autism or another something. I just hope that you're not alone. That's why I share the hard days. That's why I share the amazing days. That's why I share all the days. So, I think, I always I can't much see now through tears, but I always think I'm about done, and then I see a little thing, and then I go almost overboard, if this isn't overboard enough, but so there we go. Okay, so I do O for Owen, and then L and B. As I always say, our journey is not always easy to tell, but the love, that's the easy part. One day I'll know more. One day I'll figure out more. One day, oops, I dropped something. I'll be able to say, we got the answer. We did this. We figured something out. But until then, I'm just going to keep praying and keep hoping and keep growing. So, kind of looks like caramel just a little bit, right? Maybe I'm just hungry. Okay, I think I'm going to put my pen down. My brush, that's not a pen. And voila. There we go. I thank you for being a part of our journey. I thank you for listening to my emotions and supporting us. Each day is a gift. And when Owen said he wanted to go see Uncle Richard, I knew Richard would be smiling. So, Richard's wings. You have a great rest of your day.